Welcome back, Patriots. It's your boy, Tyrone, Mr. Conservative, coming back at you guys with another video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff from you guys. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to call me Mr. Conservative. And yes, I am back at you guys with a somewhat quick video. I will try to make it as quick. I will try to make it quick, but there's a lot that needs to be talked about and discussed here, you guys. So, one of the Patriots sent me this video, you guys, of this grandma who was highly upset, you guys, highly upset about the gang violence that's going on in her community. Her grandson was shot in the head, Patriots, so we need to pray for the family, you guys. I will ask every last one of you Patriots out there, man, let's pray for the family. Please, please, I'm begging you to pray for the family, you guys. And let's do that, okay? If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, I'm going to play the video, you guys, and then I'm going to talk about what she said in it. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk about it, what she said. And she's spot on. She's spot on, okay? This is crazy, man. I've been saying this for the longest time. This is the problem. This is the real root of the problem here, you guys. So without further ado, Patriots, I'm going to roll the film. Remember to put your comments below, you guys, and let me know how you guys feel and what you think about it, okay? Now, go ahead and roll it.
Why is this community not angry? Y'all tell me that. Because it was a black kid? Is that why? Is that why? Because a cop didn't shoot him? Is that why? Nobody angry? Y'all got to be kidding me. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. It done got so that we just immune to it now? We just turn our heads now. We just immune. No, we're not immune. No, I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to stop talking about it. Y'all might go on with y'all life, but this is our life. This is what we live every day for the last 16 days. 16 days. I've seen y'all a few days. 16 days, though, we've been at North Memorial. We have prayers every day at 6 p.m. at North Memorial. Ain't none of y'all there. None of y'all there. Everybody in this community should be angry. Why y'all not mad? Ain't nobody mad. It's 2 kids now. What, is going to be a third one this weekend? This is 2 kids now. When are y'all going to step up? A 10 and 8-year-old? They ain't even begin life. And who to say they even going to have life? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the repercussions in behind this. So I'm talking to the mayor, the chief, the community activist, everybody. Where y'all at? When are y'all going to do something? When is enough enough? 2 kids? 2 kids. In less than 16 days, 2 kids. Y'all make that make sense to y'all. Then it might make sense to me too, because it's not adding up right now. But y'all keep my grandson in prayers. Keep little Trinity in prayers, because they fighting. They fighters. They fighters. Them little babies is fighting. But why should they have to fight for something like this? Why should they? Where everybody at? I can't believe everybody did a news conference and the families wasn't invited. How do y'all do a news conference without the families invited? We suffering. We the ones suffering. We the ones hurting. We live here. Y'all go home. We live here every day. How are y'all not mad? Where's everybody at? We only march when it's against the police, huh? We ain't gonna march against 2 kids, though, getting shot. We ain't gonna stand up for their rights, though. We ain't gonna do that. That's too much like right. We gotta do better, Minneapolis. We gotta do better. This unacceptable here. This totally unacceptable. 2 kids? 2 kids in less than 16 days with gunshot wounds to the head. To the head. This could have been all bad. By the grace of God, they still fighting. Y'all keep them in prayers. And I just hope that the mayor, the chief, and anyone else that may be involved, I hope y'all step up. Because if not, this is going to be a deadly summer.
Okay, Patriots, you guys seen the video. You heard what the lady has to say. Comment below and let me know how you guys feel about the situation. Matter of fact, comment below and let the world know how you feel about the situation. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about the situation. I am super pissed off about the situation. I am super pissed off. And let me explain why. Where the heck is Black Lives Matter at? Where the heck are they? Where the heck is BLM at? Where are you? All right? Where are you? Because you get out there, you're march and protest for a scumbag, right? Who have a rap sheet, who was resisting arrest, right? You go out and march for that, but you won't go out and march for these kids, right? When the lady said in the video, she says, is it because the kids are black or is it because it wasn't the police? Well, that's exactly the reason why Black Lives Matter is not out there. Because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit their agenda, right? They can't make no money off the situation. So they just don't care. So how can you sit there and say that Black Lives Matter when these two kids was black, right? How can you sit there and say Black Lives Matter when these two kids that were shot in the head was black? Now, the crazy thing about this whole entire situation, you guys, this situation happened out there in Minneapolis, you guys. But here in Chicago, Illinois, you guys, here in Chicago, Illinois, these kids are getting murdered in the double digits, you guys. Murdered in the double digits, and nobody's speaking on it. Black Lives Matter is not out there protesting. Black Lives Matter ain't out there marching or none of that stuff, you guys. We know they got the money. We know they got the money. Why don't you, and the crazy thing about it, they have a chapter in every state, Patriots, a chapter in every state. So why ain't they out there doing nothing? Because they don't care. Where the heck is mainstream media at on this, man? Why don't they get coverage? Why don't this get the coverage like it's supposed to be? Huh? Why? Why did one of the Patriots have to send me the link and send me this video? Why did one of the Patriots have to send me this? Why? Because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit their agenda. Okay? It's not talking about police brutality. It's not talking about racism. It's not talking about division. And it's sure in the heck not talking about white supremacists. So they don't really care. Right? They don't care. They're just going to sweep it underneath the rug. And now this is the real pandemic at hand, Patriots. All right? They want to talk about this pandemic we're in right now. This is the pandemic. This is the pandemic. The pandemic is gang violence. All right? Now, I want to ask you guys a question. All right? I want to ask you guys a question. Now, I noticed this. I noticed that all this gang violence, majority happened in Democrat-run cities and Democrat states. Okay? Now, and I believe it's because of the failed policies by some of these Democrat politicians. Like, for an example, defunding the police, okay? Defunding the police. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, if you think there was more police officers on the streets to enforce the law and to control gang violence, do you think that those kids' chances would have been higher or lower? I'm asking a legitimate question here. You guys comment below and let me know. If there was more police officers to take guns off the streets, to lock up criminals, to do their job pretty much, all right? Would those little kids' chances be higher or lower? Because I believe that if you would let the police do their job and stop putting restrictions against them, right? Stop trying to defund them and get rid of them, those little kids' chances of surviving would have been higher, all right? One more thug off the street. One more thug off the street. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I can't even grasp the whole entire situation. Like, America, seriously, y'all still talking about police brutality? Y'all still talking about racism and division? Y'all still talking about that? Right? Because, yeah, more kids are murdered in the streets every day than a police officer shooting unarmed or armed black men. Real talk. There's more kids murdered. But y'all not talking about that. Y'all aiming at that low-hanging fruit. And most of the time, it's justified. Most of the time, the shooting by the police is justified. That's crazy. But they still push the narrative anyways. They still push the agenda anyways, right? But they don't care about these kids, man. They don't care about these kids. Now, man, you know what? A lot of people are going to get mad at me. Because I'm upset about the situation. Man, look, I'm here in Chicago, Illinois, you guys. I'm right here in Democrat, Illinois, which is a Democrat state, you guys. And the failed policies by these Democrats, man, they got Chicago all torn up. That's why they call it Chirac. But the situation with this young lady and her grandson, this happened out there in Minneapolis, you guys. Another state in Minneapolis, which is, that city is controlled majority by Democrats, you guys, and all of their Democrat policy. I put the blood of these kids' hands on these Democrat politicians. That's who I am blaming. All right? Man, I just want to say this before I end the video, and yes, it struck a nerve with me. It struck a nerve, and hey, you are a piece of shit if you shoot a kid. You are a piece of shit if you shoot a kid. Simple as that. I know a lot of people didn't hear me cuss before, but man, real talk, you are a piece of shit if you shoot a kid. Simple as that. Simple as that. You need to go to jail for the rest of your life. Simple as that. And I'm going to end the video now before I get triggered and go down a rabbit hole. I'm going to end the video with let's make America great and let's keep America great, Patriots. And the way we're going to keep America great, you guys, is by protecting our youth, okay? That's how we're going to make America great. And that's definitely how we're going to keep America great, is by protecting our youth. And I'll be coming back at you guys with another video.